one of the planes got hit, and him and another pilot in another plane tried to get under and hold the guy steady to keep him because he was going to go down. And he ended up going down to the mile.
Wow.
Where they even killed him down. So, in fact, I got a cousin that lives in Denver, and Marlene, and it's her dad.
Welcome to another episode of Dad's Rules. I'm here with Melissa Belzer.
Hi.
I'm Kevin Belzer. Okay, so real quick before we get into what's on your lap there,
Okay.
I inserted a video at the beginning of this that has my dad telling his story, and I wanted to explain a little bit of that. So my dad got a birthday gift from one of my brothers that was a newspaper from, I believe it was the New York Times, on his birthday 80 years ago.
Which is cool.
Yeah, which is cool. And if you recall, 80 years ago, or maybe you didn't know, 80 years ago, World War II was going on. I happened to record my dad telling a story about one of our relatives. The person would have been his uncle, who was a pilot in World War II, and he was telling a story about what happened and how his uncle lost his life in the war when his plane went down. But as soon as I got done recording, a few minutes later, my dad told a little bit more of the story that the uncle is buried in the Netherlands, which that was pretty common back in World War II.
Oh.
That Americans were buried overseas.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so
I didn't hear him say that.
Yeah, so he said that, but that was several minutes later, and I'd already stopped recording, so I wanted to kind of finish that story.
Cool.
But yeah, it was a pretty cool gift that one of my brothers got him.
That's awesome.
And of course, in the video, you see him wearing an Iowa Hawkeye hat, the Hayden Fry edition.
Yeah.
And because he's a huge Hawkeye fan. So just wanted to wrap a bow on that. Yeah. So we are a few states away from Iowa now, but when we were in Nebraska, we rolled in Nebraska, and you immediately fell asleep.
I was so tired. I was fighting hard, but I was like,
You slept
so much.
through 250 miles of it. Yeah, pretty much all of Nebraska. So you didn't see any of it. I know in the past you've said how boring Nebraska is because it's flat and it's corn and that's about it. Well, they got to grow the crops somewhere.
I'd only slept 14 hours total since we left Arizona. I've had a really hard time sleeping, and I feel like it was just being drawn into sleep. It was so hard. Caffeine wasn't working.
Just one more thing to complain about that hotel room. That bed was awful. It was like, you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of those kid mattresses they put in cribs.
Oh, I don't know if it's that bad.
Yes.
It's probably a step above.
It's pretty bad. That's what I felt it was equivalent to.
I feel like we're going to get poured on right now. Maybe it'll wash the windshield.
The storm is going around us.
We keep forgetting to wash the windshield. It's so bad.
Yes.
Oh, here it comes. Maybe it'll wash it.
So while you were sleeping, I did stop in Nebraska 3 times.
Yeah.
You did wake up for one of them and groggily used the restroom and went back to the car.
I think I remember that part, but that's it.
Yeah, well, I stopped at the Welcome Center as well, ran inside and got you a map, and
Because I like maps.
she likes paper maps.
I don't like digital maps. They frustrate me. I can't see the whole thing. And it gets, crazy for my brain. Just what it
we
is.
found out on this trip is we've had a lot of spots where the GPS was pretty garbagey.
And it's slow, and it doesn't catch up. And you can't see anything. And I like the paper still. Still hardcore paper there.
So if you're tinkling in the background, that's rain.
It's not bugs, it's rain.
Well, it doesn't look like it's. Let's just keep going. Well, anyway, I want you to see the Nebraska booklet. Since you didn't get to see any of Nebraska, is there anything fun for you to do in Nebraska at all?
Oh, I'm sure there is. There's a children's museum.
I mean, I got friends in North Platte.
Oh, do you? Really?
Yeah. One of my friends lives there. Her name is Heather, and she has the same birthday as
Oh,
me.
Heather. Okay, I didn't know they lived in North Platte.
She is flipping through the pages. She's about halfway through,
Well,
and
it's all listed, so I can sit there and spend a whole day listing everything in the state that they've put in here. I can try to find some pictures.
I'm wondering if you'll find
There's
anything.
a classic car collection, education center in Kearney,
Yeah, but would you want to go there?
maybe. Oh, this looked cool.
Okay. What is it?
If you can see it. So it's this archway. It
Yeah,
was
what was
across
that?
the road. That was also in Kearney. It was
Because you fell asleep right after that. Because that was at the beginning of this.
no, really?
Yeah, you fell asleep around there.
Okay. Well, it's at exit 275. It's for parking. There's an audio tour, a self-guided audio tour.
What is it though?
It's just called the Archway. See more at archway.org.
Okay, well,
Anyway.
it's a cool looking arch on the outside.
Yeah, it looked really awesome. It's this cool, enclosed bridge, if you will, that went over the highway.
If we had our children with us, I saw railroad trains, so there's probably some kind
We
of railroad train
still
museum
have
or
fun
something.
with the railroad trains. Yeah, but just because I don't want to do it doesn't mean somebody else wouldn't want to do it. Toast Nebraska Wine Festival.
Nope.
Right, that's not for me, but that might be for somebody else.
There must be something.
Well, I know, I
to do in the state.
didn't. There's a rodeo clouds in Burwell, Nebraska.
I will say this: if you're traveling through Nebraska, your best bet is just to stick to the interstates, because if you do what I do and start taking county highways and U.S. highways, there doesn't seem to be anywhere to stop at all. There's like a bunch of podunk towns without even a gas station.
There's a river. Let's see. It's a river. Let's see. There's hiking, biking, camping, hidden
Where's that at?
canyons. They're just talking about the northwest part of Nebraska in general. Come to western Nebraska. There's a float east. It shows them in a big, giant metal tub, seemingly floating down the river. That would be fun for me. Just floating in the river. Let's see. There's trails. There's Heritage Highway. Outlaw Trail. Then
Maybe we're just traveling the wrong part of the
Lewis and
state.
Clark State Recreation Area.
Because we're always cutting through Nebraska at the southern part of the state, east to west. And I'm wondering if we're flat out just missing.
Well, because we're not taking I-80. That's where probably the toll stuff is and whatnot. This is interesting. It says, the Hastings Museum. It says, come for the Kool-Aid. Discover so much more. And it shows a guy taking a picture with the Kool-Aid man. Oh, this would be a fun pass right here.
Well, that sounds like...
And the rain?
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds like my kind of tourist trap.
3 floors of exhibits, super screen theater with a 65-foot widescreen, dozens of animal species set in international. Oh, maybe that's the HastingsMuseum.org anyway. Dozens of animal species set in their natural habitats, a firearms exhibit with rare pistols, military weapons, Gatling gun. That'd be fun. Planetarium with fly-full dome and digital shows. That'd be fun too. So Hastings Museum looks fun.
We're fans of guns, so we can go see those.
Just fans of all
Gatling guns are cool.
I like planetariums though too. Planetariums are cool. Corn, cows, etc. Farm,
Okay.
fresh fun. That's at Nebraska City, Beatrice, and Merriman.
What is it?
There's 3 different places. This is Arbor Lodge State Historical Park or Homestead National. This is historical parks. Those look like they could be fun, maybe. I don't know. I'm a little more high key than that.
Yeah, me too.
Museums are a little. I like them, but I can't spend too much time. I gotta pick, because otherwise I'm like, my brain doesn't have capacity for it. I want it to, but it doesn't.
Depends what the museum is, and I probably want to race through the museum.
Yeah. Edible Roots, Farm Fresh Eats. That's at a few different places. Omaha, Lincoln, and Kearney. So a lot of it's around Kearney.
There better be food.
Yeah. Welcome to Wanderland.
That looks cool.
Yeah, so that's where it talks. It's the birthplace of Kool-Aid, so that's why the guy. There's Trails West, just like you can follow Trails West, just like the Pine.
What part of the state is that?
Let's see. Oh, Smith. This is Smithville State Park. This is showing. So that's really cool.
Okay,
Smithville
that looks cool.
State Park.
See, I think the problem is, like I said earlier,
I just don't know enough about Nebraska.
Well, but I think the problem is we're heading through the wrong part of the state because the part we're going through is literally flat and corn. That's it for hundreds and hundreds of miles.
A lot of nothing. So
It's a lot of nothing.
I don't know that much about Nebraska, so it'll be nice to look through and learn some things.
Maybe
I've just
figure
never
out-
really been there.
Maybe figure out a different way to go through this state.
Yeah.
It isn't so
Yeah,
boring.
well, and that's what I said. We definitely need to do that because this was the less exciting part of it. I know there wasn't tolls or whatever, but I'm like, I don't think I would do it this way again. I would just pay the tolls.
I would definitely
take a
not
different
go this
route.
way again.
No,
Apparently, we're through the storm.
that's good. Well, it didn't look like it was going to be really long, lingering back there.
No.
So
All right, so I guess that's our Nebraska recap.
yeah.
I don't know how beneficial we were to anybody. I mean, because the part we saw was all the corn, but supposedly, according to the guide, there are other things to see in the state,
Yeah.
and we're just going to have to explore a different part of the state moving forward.
Yeah. I
The
agree.
non-corny part.
Boring part.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to wrap it up.
Okay.
If you like the show, like, share, review, leave feedback, comment, subscribe, all the fun stuff. Go to dadsrealswag.com for all your swag. Until next time, go out and be the kick-ass adult I know you all can be.